Nicholas Gentry here. I am visiting Egypt with my wife Bhavika.
Hi.
And she's holding the sign because I want you guys to remember it's Look at Egypt Tours. Nobody put me up to this. They asked politely if I would like to make a video, but nobody told me what to say. I am deciding to make this review. We want to make that very clear. There are three things that I think you need to know. Number one, Egypt is awesome. You really want to come, and you need to see it with your own eyes. The stuff in your school textbook or in some documentary, trust me, until you're standing in front of something like this for yourself, you can't possibly know what it's really like. And there are things you're never going to see in your textbook. The pyramids is the least of it. This is the temple of Hatshepsut. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She was a queen. She was a pharaoh. She kind of pretended to be a man. It's a long story. You'll learn all that if you come. Boy, this temple is amazing. It's over 3,000 years old. That means that when Jesus walked the earth, this thing was already 1,000 or more years old, even then. And yet, look at it. It still stands there. There's still paint on the walls. You need to see this stuff with your own eyes. Egypt is awesome. It will exceed your expectations in that regard, I promise you. And also, it's not too expensive. It's not like going to some crazy,
Right.
It's not like some crazy European vacation. And
Yeah, especially if you work with Look at Egypt. They really work with you.
yeah, it's not, I mean, if you have a reasonable middle class income, you can make it. And if you save up, you can probably make it anyways, even if you don't make much money at all. So there's that. Egypt is a wonderful, affordable alternative to some of the more expensive things you might be thinking of doing. The second thing that you need to know is that Look at Egypt tours is the way to go. And the reason is because we haven't tried every tour company in Egypt, obviously, so I can only speak for this one. The tour guides are amazing. They're very knowledgeable. In fact, the guy holding the camera right now, that's Ramon.
Hello.
Ramon Ramani is his full name. He said only the first name is necessary, but I want to say the whole name. Ramon Ramani, you want to ask for him by name because he's very knowledgeable. The man has a degree in Egyptology, so being guided by him, and probably like any other tour guide at this company, is like being taken around Egypt by a professor. It is a professor of Egyptology for all intents and purposes. So he knows everything. Any question that you have, if it wasn't for that, this would be incomprehensible to me. The things that are written on the walls, I would have no idea. But I feel closer to the ancient Egyptians now than I ever could on my own without the helpful explanations that I've received. The second reason why you want to go with Look at Egypt, and specifically get a good guide like Ramon, is because they handle logistics and issues that you wouldn't be able to easily handle on your own. There's the language barrier, there's always issues of money, you're not sure how much to pay for things, or when to pay, or who to pay. There's last minute issues that come up. You got to figure that out. He arranged a hot air balloon tour for us, a ride in a hot air balloon, which was one of the peak experiences of my life at 42 years old.
With hardly any notice.
Hardly any notice. Thousands of feet above Luxor, which is an amazing city. It's Luxor in particular is really, that's where we are right now. It's amazing. He did all that, and he made it feel easy for us, but I'm sure that he had a lot of work to do. He's working more than 8 hours a day for us right now, and once again, not too terribly expensive, certainly not by American or European standards. The third thing that you need to know about Egypt, and this one is key, is that it's safer than you've been told. I don't know of anyone who's had a bad experience. Maybe we're just really lucky people, but I doubt it. Frankly, I think that the nation of Egypt, especially for a tourist like us, is safer than some neighborhoods where we're from. Philadelphia has neighborhoods that are far more dangerous. Detroit, Chicago, New York. I'd say walking down the streets in Harlem is more dangerous than taking a tour of Egypt. So if that's what you're thinking, don't let that stop you either. If you have it on your mind to do this, to take an exotic foreign vacation, or if you don't want to call yourself a tourist, let's just say that you're a world explorer. If you have it on your mind, don't wait. Do you want to do this while you're still young enough to make it work? Because there's some physically demanding things. You need to go now. And don't worry about the safety, and the money isn't that much, and Look at Egypt tours. And specifically go with Ramon. Nice guy, very knowledgeable. I can't think of anything else to say, but I want you to know, this is my second time making this video. I told Ramon, I said, you need to make the video twice for me because I forgot to leave some things in there. I want to make sure I say everything. So this is the second take by my request, not his. That should tell you something. That's a rave review, okay?
Okay.
11 out of 10.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye bye. Bye.